12-volt battery from the cable company. I find these all over the place. Anytime you switch cable, they leave the box with the battery. So take the battery and reuse it, instead of throwing it out or recycling it until you need to. So we're going to run it off of that. And the way I charge those is with a battery tender, and we'll look at that later. First thing I'm going to do is take my battery, and I think there's enough juice in there to find out which one's positive and which one's negative. And I'll just touch them on the thing here. Okay. So, alright, you can see their switch. You see that little line there? Negative voltage on the side. So, we know that the positive is on this side, negative is on this side. Alright, so this side is the negative where you can see the battery. We'll have to remember that. I took the 4 screws out, pulled this top plate on. We'll take that off. We'll take our batteries out. There you go, there's your bad batteries. We won't need this. And from here I want to find out how long these wires are. We might be able to use them. If they're long enough. Now, it's kind of nice repurposing these batteries because it's either that or throw them out. Same thing with the drills. Okay, there we have our, and we're going to leave this one battery on there. Just to keep things in place. Okay, we're ready to go. And we'll put this back into our battery holder. Don't forget this is a negative. And we'll cut these off. We won't need these anymore. Get rid of these. Watch, have safety glasses. They like to shoot. Okay. From there we have our plug-in for our drill. We'll use some tape to keep the battery in place. That battery's not hooked up anymore. And we'll tape that up. Just to hold it in there. And hopefully you'll do a much neater job than I'm doing here. But okay, now this will fit up into your battery, or I mean your drill. These will be your wires coming out. We'll have to extend them a little bit. And I'll probably take this into here too, because we're going to do this one a little different. So I'm going to go ahead and strip these, extend them, and we'll go ahead and take this in here. I had to make a little adjustment. So I had to take this all apart and solder the negative terminal so it touches this terminal here. So now I'm going to put it all back together. Okay, I went back and redid all that taping and everything. Brought my wire out. And on this one we're going to have a kind of a low wire and a power in. Now, a little different from the one we did here. Now I have not charged this battery up yet, so I know there's nothing in there. The cord I used, I just scavenged from an old TV or an old computer. And you saw I hooked that up. Now, to hook the battery up, you either have to scavenge the connectors that are already on the battery from the cable device, or get yourself some of these connectors that fit on here. So I'm going to borrow this battery for now, just to get the thing running. But in the end, we'll just connect these wires up to here. And don't forget the white one's a negative, the black one's a positive. So we're going to borrow some power. And there you have it. Now this might be the lightest drill you ever used, because there's no battery in it, and you have a cord, so I understand it's no longer a cordless drill, but it is still portable with the 12-volt battery. And this is nice for on the workbench, where you can just use it at the workbench. But you can carry this around and, you know, it's still a usable drill. And not only do we recycle a battery, which will scrap eventually when it's no good, we reused a battery-operated drill that it was junk at that time. So there you have it. Now how long is this going to last using a 12-volt battery? I have no idea. But the drill's junk anyway, so use away. I charge these batteries with a battery tender, or you can buy a cheap one from Harbor Freight, and I hook them up positive, negative, and these lead acid batteries, they don't like to be charged fast. They like a nice, slow, even charge, and they like to be full charged all the time. So when your battery starts going down, get it on your battery tender. You can also use a charger from the cable box, but this is just too easy to do, so I didn't even bother making a charger from the cable company cable box, but eventually we might do that.